Riot Fortune, the splash artist for all of these goated skin lines, replied to her post saying, "There is still time to delete this." Now, this was in response to a viral tweet from a popular Pro League interviewer saying, "I was initially a Galio supporter for the World's 2024 skin, but I saw these Brainstorm AI illustrations going viral and now I'm shook. Okay, I mean, I hate AI, but maybe these pieces are thought-provoking." And of course they're not, because why would they be? They're AI. We're back with another one, and this time it's AI related. I really do hate talking about these, but the fact that people are still unaware of the impact of AI on artists is still so surprising to me. Or maybe they just don't care. What I think makes this situation even more unique is because this comes from someone who works very intimately with League of Legends pro players, and most likely with Riot themselves, so they should be at least semi-aware of AI and the effects on artists. But before we get into all of this, who is Ashley Kang? Well, she actually has her own League of Legends wiki page if you want to read that. But the TLDR is that she is a League of Legends interviewer and journalist that primarily covers the LCK. And some further context to this post if you're unaware, but after a team wins a world championship, the players that won get to choose a skin for any champion that they want. The post we're about to go over is a brainstorm, in quotes, skin line idea for the character Yone. Now, I already read it, but if you want to pause and read the original tweet again, you can. Now that that's out the way, let's take a deeper look at what made Ashley so shook. So am I missing something here, or does this not look like the most basic manhwa main pro tag I've ever seen? And honestly, I don't even know if I could go that far. Manhwa pro tags have more personality than this. This is actually so garbage. In no way is this brainstorm, in quotes, thought-provoking at all. I'm genuinely curious what Ashley saw in this. Now, I'm aware she's not an artist, but even my non-artist friends can see that this is basic. I want to bring up a comment under this post that says, "Insane that Ashley posts this when we have an entire T1 fan skin lineup that already has Yone in it." And I could say this is 1,000 times more thought-provoking of a design for a T1 Yone skin than this AI slop. Like the way they have the T1 wing symbols here on his sword is interesting. My initial thought is like, what other ways can we show this iconography through the skin? Like this artist also does this with Yone's headpiece. The more I think about it, the more I get confused on what Ashley was thinking with this post. Like the whole post already is incredibly insensitive to just all artists by the fact that this person with a large following would rather promote AI brainstorm, in quote, images than a human artist. But it also takes this insensitivity to a whole nother level considering all the Riot game layoffs this year, a major one happening barely a month ago. So for those who are unaware, Riot has had 2 major layoffs this year affecting around 600 employees at Riot, a large majority of them in their creative departments. And it's not just Riot. This year, the games industry saw 13,000 layoffs across the board, and a post like this coming from someone whose work is so intertwined into games is an extremely tone-deaf post to make, regardless of what your take on AI is. Anyways, let's go over some more comments people made. We have a comment here from Elaine saying, "Hey, please don't share AI generated images. They are generated by stealing the hard work of real artists. It's harmful to real artists and you have a big platform as well. Out of respect for real artists, could you please delete this?" As I was reading this comment, I realized something. There is a non-zero chance that Ashley made this post knowing about generative AI and the effects that it has had and how artists feel about it, and decided to tweet it anyways, because this post is still up even after receiving over 1 million views in artists attempting to educate her on why posting something like this with as big as a following as she does can be harmful to human artists. And I'm sorry, but I also find it a little hard to believe that someone like her is completely unaware of the effects of generative AI considering the career she has and the people that she interacts with on a day by day. Then we have this absolutely mind-numbing response to what Elaine had to say from Dazzle's Anon saying, "With this logic, current artists are also stealing hard work of past real artists." Now, he's not 100% wrong here with this statement, only 99.9% wrong. Like, there's actually so much wrong wrong with this comment specifically, I just found it hilarious. Like, stealing hard work of past real artists. What does he even mean by that? I don't think this is the gotcha that this guy thinks it is, but we can let him live in his own delusions for now because we have more comments to get to. We have one here from San saying, no thank you. AI illustrations are no brainstorm, support real artists who can. I obviously 100% agree with this. Now, of course, yes, I am biased as an artist, but you tell me which concept is more thought-provoking. The one that implements two ideas into a unique way, or the one that looks like the most generic Chinese wuxia wuxia swordsman no name Owo has ever seen. Nicholas commented saying, boo. This is disrespectful to actual artists in your community. And Coriolis says something similar here saying, Ashley, can you not share AI illustrations just out of respect for the fan artists in this community, please? Most definitely going to have to agree with Nicholas and Coriolis here. There are tons of human artists always creating in the League community, and you actively made the decision to not only share this AI slop, but also try to hype it up as well. I could definitely see why people think this is disrespectful, whether it was intentional or not. There is, of course, this comment that we have from Riot Fortune saying, a lot with so little. There is still time to delete this. Now, there were a lot of comments on this post, but that's just the general sentiment from the community regarding this whole situation on Ashley promoting this AI work. Post-editing Suki here, it actually does appear that Ashley indeed had time to delete this. So just a quick recap on my take on this without getting into the deep depths of an AI conversation. I think it could be universally agreed that stealing someone's hard work and profiting off of it is a bad thing. And that's what AI does, so it's morally bad. So as a large creator, you should not be promoting morally bad things. I think this is a pretty big blunder from Ashley. The best course for her, in my opinion, would be to just delete the tweet and make an apology saying that you weren't educated on the effects of AI and that you are thankful that your community, the one that you are a part of, brought this up to you. That's my take on it, at least. Of course, right after I recorded everything. An important note here is that there's no apology to be found about her blunder, so I guess she just wants people to forget this ever happened. Of course, people make mistakes. Don't go harass her or anything stupid like that. Anyways, as always, big appreciation to all the gremlins out there that made it this far into the video. What are your opinions on this? Do you think it's okay to use AI if it's only for idea generating? Do you think that the artists who commented on this were being too dramatic? I'm curious since I do realize this is a very polarizing topic, so go ahead and drop a comment below with your opinion. That's about all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe.